Hey everybody, it's Dave from the Meniere's Experience. How y'all doing? Hope you all had a great weekend. I actually did. I actually did. If you're in one of the support groups, you may have saw a post of me um, on a kayak. I know before anybody gets started, I know I didn't have my life jacket on, and I should have. I didn't have one, but I was feeling good. So, but I did it. Okay, I did it. I wasn't worrying about what the next thing's going to happen. Okay, and to talk about yesterday, I'll say it. I drove from Massachusetts up to New Hampshire to my sister-in-law's place for a cookout. Went there, all this stuff. You know, I got on the kayak or whatever it's called, and my nieces and my wife were all on the dock that's like about 30, 50 yards out. And so I paddled out to them because I can't swim yet. I'm still healing. So I paddled out to them and on the kayak, and I paddled around and I did all this stuff, and it was great, And even just while this in the water on the dock, I'm sitting in the kayak. Balance was a little tough in the beginning, but once I got the hang of everything, I was fine. I was absolutely fine. Matter of fact, I wish I brought my fishing stuff, but I was actually fine, and it was a great day. I enjoyed myself. And I talk about this all the time. For some reason, some people don't get it. Um, you've got to work to be able to do things. Nobody is going to hand it to you. Okay? I mean, this is a Coke can, Diet Coke can, but nobody's going to say, here you go, now you can do everything you want. It's not going to happen. Okay? All right? You're waiting around for a pill to come out, for Epsilon to come out. That may or may not work. And in the meantime, you're wasting time. Because you're sitting around waiting instead of being proactive. Instead of doing vestibular therapy. Instead of maybe trying steroid shots or gentamicin shots. Or a surgery. Or beta histine. Or whatever. You're wasting time. And doing nothing but complaining about it. Okay? And I know some people can say, oh, well, Dave, you're not in my situation. You're right, I'm not. Because we're all different. But it wasn't too long ago that I was like you. Wasn't that long ago? 2018? I was afraid to do anything. I thought my life was over. But come to realize, it's not. And I tried the antivirals. I couldn't try beta histine. Tried the antivirals. I tried, the gentamicin shots. I tried all these things. I had surgery. I had labyrinthectomy, 2019. Sac decompression, 2025. And I've been able to live. Not like I used to, but live nonetheless. I've been able to do things that I probably wouldn't have been able to do 8 years ago. But I'm able to do them now. In 2 weeks' time, my wife and I are going to New Jersey for a weekend for her aunt's 60th wedding anniversary, aunt and uncle's. And I'm driving. Okay? It's 4 hours down, but this is what we did. This is what I talk about when you plan. We're not going down 4 hours, going to the party, and driving back 4 hours. No. We're not even driving down in the morning, checking in a hotel, going to the party, and then staying overnight and coming home. We're going down the day before. So Friday, get in the car, drive down, check in a hotel. Now we can relax. Now I can rest. Okay? Party's the next day. Go to the party, come back. Now I can rest because we're staying overnight. And then Sunday, we're going to get in the car. We're going to drive to Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. Spend the night there. Okay? Walk around the shops, do all this stuff. You'll be able to relax. And then Monday we'll drive home. So I took that time and spread it out so I have time to rest. But stressing myself out, where I know I'm going to end up being sick. Right? And that's another thing that you can do. Plan things out. Don't try to do everything all at once. Some people do. You know? Even my sister-in-laws. I mean, I have two sister-in-laws that are driving down that morning and then leaving right after. Driving back up to New Hampshire. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that when I was feeling good. Never mind now with Meniere's. But, you know, I think I talked them into not doing that. Because it's kind of dangerous. But the thing I'm trying to get at is, if you work to do these things, get surgery, have vestibular therapy will help you a long, long way to have your balance. Okay? And yes, you're going to get sick in the beginning of it. You're going to get vertigo. It happens. But as you go further into it, that goes away. That gets better. So, seriously, stop thinking about what you can't do. Start thinking about what you can do. Get the help that you need, whether it's medications, surgeries, shots, vestibular therapy, chiropractic. Even chiropractic helps. Make yourself better. Don't wait, because all you're doing is wasting time. And I should be a perfect example of that, because that's how I live. That's how I live now. Now, I'm not saying every day is sunshine and rainbows for me. It's not. Today I have a massive headache. And it could have been from whatever I ate yesterday at the barbecue. Because when I go to a barbecue, I'm kind of not like, oh, does it have too much salt? No, I just kind of, whatever they got to eat. So it could have been from that. So today's recovery day. But not every day is sunshine and rainbows. Matter of fact, Saturday, I really felt awful. And I was supposed to go out with some friends of mine Saturday night, and I canceled. Because I was like, I couldn't even talk. You know, I had caught some bug. For some reason, it's attacked my voice. It's better today. But I couldn't even talk. My ears were full. But then I woke up Sunday morning. I felt great. So even, it's a day-to-day thing. So do yourself a favor. Get ready for the battle. Prepare yourself for the battle. And if you prepare well enough, you're going to win the battle. That's, look back in history. The American Revolutionary War. Washington didn't win every war, every battle. But he prepared, and he won, and he knew if he had to retreat, he could live to fight another day. And eventually, it took them 8 years, but they won. Nothing happens overnight. But if you prepare for the battle, eventually you're going to win. On that note, have a great night.